This week in the European Parliament, the Environment Committee decided that it would hold a public hearing on climate change denial. This important hearing will allow the public and experts to reflect on climate change deniers and the barrier they pose to us establishing binding regulations on the big polluters. At this hearing, I will speak about the millions of euro that are spent on lobbying against climate action in Brussels, undertaken by the massive multinationals that have an interest in climate inaction. I'll also talk about how climate delaying is as bad as climate denial. In Ireland, our Fine Gael government are ignoring the urgency of the necessary climate action by kicking the can down the road. As the spokesperson for climate change for the Left group in the European Parliament, I'm constantly pushing for climate change to be higher on the agenda in the EU. In May, EU leaders are meeting in Romania for a summit on the future of Europe, where they will have a chance to raise the EU's climate targets under the Paris Agreement. It doesn't look hopeful that Ireland will be one of the progressive member states advocating higher climate ambition. A look at the Fine Gael vote record in the European Parliament and the Minister for Climate Change's empty rhetoric shows the Fine Gael are the minimal climate action ambition party. Their strategy is clearly to keep climate ambition low. And next week I'm hosting an event on the People's Climate Case in the European Parliament. This is a litigation action initiated by 10 families across the world who are directly affected by climate change. They're taking the EU institutions to court to protect their fundamental rights and demand that EU accelerates its climate action and urgently increases its 2030 climate target. I doubt my Fine Gael counterparts will attend, since they keep voting against raising the 2030 targets, preferring the status quo which far exceeds the limits in the Paris Agreement. The Irish state is also being taken to court for a people's climate case to drastically revise its national mitigation plan and achieve more ambitious government action on climate change. In Sinn Fein, we take climate change seriously and believe it necessitates drastic and urgent measures from government level. It's time for Fine Gael to stop with the spin and start taking radical action on climate.